Get from in front. Get. Hey, listen, you violating my motherfucking bush. Come on. What up? Come on.
I'm rolling. You ain't gotta run. Well, you go get whatever you want. I'm rolling with you, boy. I'm rolling with you. On me.
Y'all see what they came over here doing?
I'm rolling with you. They can go do whatever they.
All that shit. I ain't blind.
I
saw everything. I swear to God, I saw it.
What you need to do, try to lose some of that weight. Try to lose some of that weight.
Man, that motherfucker hit that ground like a sack of potatoes.
I saw the whole motherfucking scenario.
Okay, that's that felon again that came up on my yard.
Ain't nobody scared of you. You keep on coming one-on-one. If you want somebody to get
Come on with it, bro.
You gonna catch his hands now.
Bring your ass on over here, man. Come on in the property. Come on in the property. Come on in the property. Hey, Rob. Hey, Lil Rob. Lil Rob, you need to see what happened before you get involved in this, man. You need to see what happened before you came in here, man.
Come on, bro. Come on, stop all that fake shit.
Rob. Hey, Rob. Hey, Rob, you need to see what happened before you get in.
See nothing.
They came over here, man.
He ain't gotta see nothing.
What's up, bro?
Rob.
Just swing, bro.
Man, he ain't gotta see nothing. I ain't gotta swing because it ain't my fight. I don't have to swing. It's not my fight. It's not my fight. It's not my fight.
Rob, you should see what they did. You should read what they did.
You need to check them.
Get back, man.
You need to check them furry, huh?
Wait, get over here, man.
Yeah, you said he talking, y'all.
I want y'all to see what these people in the Housing Authority been causing.
Stop it, bro.
I want y'all to see. This family been doing this here for the longest. Don't worry about it. This is what's been going on with this family in the Housing Authority for the longest. For the longest.
What y'all trying to do?
Oh, you gonna run up?
Man, get your
Come on,
come on.
Come on, run up on me. I promise you I'm gonna drop your bitch ass, bro.
Give me some of the bullshit, motherfucker. This is the felon. This is the felon. This is the felon right here. This is the felon. Come on in here. Come on in here. Come on in here. This is the felon. This is the felon that came on my property threatening me before. Wait, y'all be cool. I want y'all to pay close attention to my YouTube videos again to see the date here and the time, which is March the 28th, 2020, about 6:15 p.m. Earlier, our video showing you this white family in this particular house in the projects that's on the corner of Warhouse and Vine Street, who the chief executive of the Housing Authority, Paul Page, banded me out. He said because the people in that particular in the projects, the Charles, Missouri Housing Authority don't feel safe, and the staff don't feel safe. I want to show you how I've been banded from there for complaining about this same family that moved in here in that particular apartment in the back of my house, on the side of my house, which separate my bushes, where I can be complaining about them throwing trash and they kids coming into my bushes, putting stuff in there. They done the same little girl, their daughter stole from one of my neighbors that don't live in the projects mailbox, and some of their companies stole one of my neighbor's puppies. I want to show you how this house, the white family that live in there, Paul Page said that they don't feel safe, and the people in the projects. Let me show you this white family and some of their friends, black and white. Some of them felons on 15 years probation. Some of them came with guns trying to attack me because I told this white woman to get off of my porch She's at my door, and I tell her to get off of my property. It's private property. I made a short video, but I was up under attack so much, the video didn't play all the way through. But this security camera gonna show you at least 20 people. The same guy, Brian Campbell, that's a 15-year felon that approached me before. Him and Robert Bogan Jr. and some of his kin folks, you will see some of them running up on me. Some of them had guns. Watch this. But I'm going to show you how a village came together to protect me, 64-year-old man, and my 15 and 16-year-old daughters when all these thugs, white and black, young and old, coming from the projects trying to attack me because I'm complaining about these white kids tearing up my bushes. Look at this white woman coming on my property without authorization. There's no trespassing all over the place. And I got a little video showing me telling her to get off the property. You can see me escorting off in a minute. I'm telling her right now, get off this property. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. But she kept on standing right there. You see me escorting her off. She come from this house where they abandoned me from complaining about these white people to show you how racist it is. And all this time, about 10 or 15 minutes, no police didn't come. I'm going to tell you why. Because most of them felons, them black and white felons that came down here, they work for the feds. So they probably called the feds and told the feds to call Charleston, Missouri Police Department and the Sheriff Department, tell them don't come down. Now you tell me why ain't no police. I wasn't going to call the police because I know the police don't help me and my family. I'm study telling this female, I don't want nothing to talk to you about. You see how me staying on my property? Pay close attention to this whole video. And I want you to see how some of these ignorant black people, they wondering why a lot of blacks get killed in Charleston, Missouri, getting in other people's business. I'm defending my property, and here's 15 or 20 black people coming down. Felons. Felons, y'all. Some of them been shot before, and I see why they been shot. I'm 64 years old. All I told this woman to do is get off of my property. I don't have nothing to talk to you about. And wait till you see all these thugs that come out. Black thugs, y'all. Do you think we should go up to it? Now I'm asking her, will she leave from in front of my house? But you see she won't. And this house to the left, that's where she came from. This house to the left, where the white folks live at, that I've been complaining about, the town authorities say they don't feel safe. Now tell me who would be safe after you see all of these mob of white and black. You look at her. I'm showing her where her kids was tearing up my bushes and she tried to approach me to try to put her hands on me. You see this other white female trying to put her hands on me? I'm in the streets. I'm in the streets. You see, a village came together when they seen all these blacks running up on me and whites running up on me. But the neighborhood, my block, came together. The village came together. Look at these people running up down here. You see them? They from the projects, y'all. They hang out in the projects. Most of them is felons. 3 or 4 of them had guns on them. Look at her. She tearing my bushes up. You see her? But he barred me off that property. She don't none of them live over here. Don't none of them live over here. That ain't it, y'all. Wait till you see the rest of these thugs, these cowards. Get a good look at them, Charleston, Missouri, and every place else. Show you how much cowards there is. I'm 64 years old. And look at that. Watch all these here. White and blacks. Most of the blacks, they done been shot before for fooling with people. You see what I'm saying? Most of them is on 15-year felony paper. Working for the feds. They snitches. Now let me see, is Paul Page gonna evict the ones that he seen run up on me that live in the projects and those that live in this house? Well, this is their company, Paul Page. And this is Brian Camel, the one that's on 15-year paper, the white boy. This is the third time that he done ran up on me coming off of Housing Authority property, coming out of this guy Josh apartment over here at 302, I believe it is, Warhouse, right on the corner of Warhouse. They moved down from 719 Vine Street out of the projects, causing this same type of problem. But see, they thought that the community, the village wasn't going to come together. Watch how all of these thugs come down there from the projects. And what's so sad about it, when blacks is going through what they going through, watch you see these ignorant coward blacks. Most of them got shot already. Most of them is on 15-year paper, like I said. You see what I'm saying? They get that green truck. That's the white guy, Brian Campbell again. But you see, the feds ain't gonna do nothing to them because they snitching for the feds. Y'all see that time and date? See him taking off his shirt, his coat? That's the white guy, Brian Campbell, y'all. Again, you'll see Robert Bogan Jr. coming down there too. You'll see one of the videos where we got him close up. Me and the people that live in my neighborhood and people were stomping in the streets, they got in my yard because we wasn't going to go no farther than my yard and let them come in there. And then whatever happened to them, that would have been on them. You see all these people coming from the projects? And if you're not a part of what they doing, don't let it bother you. Those of y'all don't like the names that I'm talking about, I don't care. I don't have no respect for y'all. This one white female, this big fat white female started the whole thing. And these ignorant blacks, ignorant coward blacks, see, they can run in a crowd. You see what I'm saying? But I ain't finna let them run me from out of my house. I've been living here since 2015. Look at the dude again, Brian. You'll see Robert Bogan Jr. coming over there too. Him and some of his kinfolks. And if it ain't y'all, don't let it bother you. But those of y'all that don't like with me mentioning these names, I don't care. What if my daughters or some of my kinfolks come from out of town and run up on y'all parents? You notice, see, I wasn't going to call the police because anytime I call the police, they don't do nothing. You remember when I was complaining about this white family, well, all these people coming from their house, then the Charleston, Missouri executive director, Paul Page, he sent the police to give me a letter. I'm going to see if he going to send some letters out to these people here. 2 white females called themselves trying to jump me, but I stood my ground in the streets. You seen them come to my bushes just like they kids was, tearing my bushes up. See, what shocked them, they didn't think we had a village in the 600 block of Vine Street. Not only the 600 block of Vine Street, but people all around in Charleston, Missouri. You seen cars stop because they wasn't finna allow these cowards, blacks and whites, to try to jump on a 64-year-old man. All I'm doing trying to defend my property. Now, the city manager came past. He drove past because the blacks and whites that's on that federal paper property called the police, and the police told the city manager, the feds said don't mess with these guys because they top flight snitches. You remember I told y'all about another snitch, Nigel Easton. Y'all didn't believe it, but y'all seen what he did. These Negroes that came from down there, they snitches. I know they plotting to try to do something to me, but one thing about me, when you come at me, you come right. The females and some of them same Negroes threatened my daughters too. But it messed their whole day up when they seen them people stopping in the cars. Because them people in the cars know I stand up for the community. And any of y'all want to make your comments on it, make any comments you want. I don't care. I don't have respect for none of those that I just named their name. Any of y'all that came down there with them people trying to attack me because I told that fat white girl to get off of my property, and I had to tell her several times to get off of my property, then she go around there and tear my bushes up. Then she came at me, and I got up off of me with the quickness. Well, I'm going to leave it at that. But I'm just going to say this here. I'm going to stand my ground. I don't care if you're working for the feds. I don't care how big your family is. I don't care who you done shot, Brian. I don't care who you done shot, Brian Campbell. I don't care who you are, the rest of you blacks that came down there with them guns and the white guy that had the gun. I seen your guns. You see what I'm saying? But one thing about it, you see it didn't put no fear in me. It didn't put no fear in our village neither. You cowards.